Hi, welcome to Bella's Vistas. We're leaving Whitehorse. Along the Alaska Highway, we're going to pass places like Tok, Chicken, and across the top of the World Highway, I certainly would like to see Tombstone Park. The road is very rough here. There's a lot of construction. You behave, Bella.
Hi.
Yeah.
There's a dilemma up there, so it's going to be a few more minutes.
Oh, okay. Pretty unique sign on the back of the truck written in the mud. And the road is narrow, there's no shoulders. Some places if you go over the edge, that's going to be it. That'll be the end of your trip. The muddy water makes the construction difficult. Driving along the Alaska Highway, the scenery is magnificent. The mountain views, the clouds, the skies, trees, it's incredible. Some of the water reflecting the clouds, magnificent. Well, the road to Destruction Bay seems very well paved. It's far better than I expected. The road in some places is very good. The scenery makes everything worthwhile. I can't believe the clear air, the clouds, the bright sun. We've been so lucky with the weather. We've hardly had any rain at all. The skies are magnificent. Sunsets, just beautiful. Cruising along again. The skies, every corner you go around promises better vistas, better pictures. I'm just loving this trip. It's fantastic. Look at the sunset. It's getting towards evening. We're going to find a place to park up. The fall colors here are amazing. It's a little colder than in Ontario right now at this time of year. So hopefully we'll get the colors here, but right now I'm concentrating on getting as much color in the pictures as I can. I don't know what's with this marker. The trees, beautiful trees, wonderful highway, the skies. Every time you go around a corner, further ahead on the road, it's just more and more beautiful. The mountains really seem to add something. I'm from central Ontario. We don't have any mountains, and when I get out in the mountains, I'm just amazed. Even on a cloudy day, the mountains are beautiful. The sun coming through the clouds, the colors in the foreground really makes for wonderful photographs. I think we're going to have lots of keepers on this trip. Ansel Adams said any year that you get more than 10 keepers, it's a particularly good year, and I think this is going to be a particularly good year for me. Look at the clouds on the mountains. My goodness. Beautiful. It's just amazing. Wonderful mountains, wonderful skies, good foreground. You can't miss, if you know a few of the basic rules of composition, 4/3, spiral, put a few lines together and you've got a wonderful photograph. There's all the elements are there, you just have to select your viewpoint. Back on the road again. It's a lot of driving, tremendous amount of driving, but it's well worth it. I get tired. Some days I'm driving 12 hours a day, and the roads demand great concentration because of the cracks and the potholes and things like that on the highway. Got to be constantly aware of where you are. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at this lake. It's hard to believe it really exists, but it's really there, trust me. Here's the van parked up by the side of the lake. This is one of the 10 most beautiful lakes in the world, something like that. I believe it said on the documentation that we have. Wonderful day, beautiful light, some HDR images of the lake, clouds on the water. We had perfect sunlight. You couldn't ask for a better day. Beautiful clouds, nice reflection. The water is as still as a mill pond. Unbelievable reflection. We shot some video just so you can actually see that it really is there. This is a video panorama of the lake, and you can see the clouds. You can see a little bit of the rippling in the water, and there's not much rippling. It's such a still, calm, beautiful day. I'm basically a still photographer, so I think I do a better job with the still photographs than I do. This is a panoramic photo of about 10 images that have been stitched together, and Mary's made it pan across in the video editing program that we use. Now we're back on the road again. It's a little bumpy in the parking lot. We're headed out of here, and we're moving on to our next vista. So hang in there with us and we'll see where we go next. A great day for a drive too. Beautiful. The road here is very good. Now we see some Dall sheep at the side of the road. I have to stop and photograph them. They're drinking from the water. Here's the father of the family, I guess, and there's his herd. Beautiful herd. They're just getting a little taste of water. I like the cracks in the bottom of the ground. Reminds me of Fundy Park. Here's 3 of the little guys. Here's the mom and dad there together. Beautiful animals. It's one of the babies looking at me inquisitively. Just one picture after another. This fella's up on top of the bluff posing. Beautiful colors in the background. Fall leaves. There they are again. Here's a shed that was built at the side of the road. I don't know what the story was, but I really liked it. This is the lake where they were getting a drink. Beautiful clouds, wonderful day. Everywhere I turned, couldn't get a bad shot. Here we're coming into Alaska. It's great. There's Bella and I. This is a grave at the side of the road. It was very interesting the way it was set up. There were some really unusual sculptures and things. We were at the Tok General Store, going across this wonderful bridge. And back on the road again. Wow, look at that. Unbelievable dust storm. We're just blasting along. Get a little bit of rain coming up now, and it doesn't dampen our spirits at all, because even in the rain the roads are just beautiful. Lots of color. Fall colors, unbelievable. I mean, wow, look at that. When the sun shines on the foreground, you've got a beautiful photograph. Lovely vista looking down. We're looking down on a river going through a ravine in the mountains. You've got the blue against the fall leaves. Beautiful colors, wonderful views. Just can't get enough of them. I kept stopping and taking more photographs with different lenses. Mountains in the distance. We see a huge vista off in the distance, and then some mountains closer up. I'm trying to get as many different views as I can to show the color of the vegetation. Subarctic tundra, I guess. Now just look at the color of the road here, reflecting the wet road is reflecting the color of the leaves. It's beautiful. It's even beautiful in the rain. My, it's a golden road. treacherous. Now it's dried off again. The weather was pretty changeable. Went from rain to dry and sometimes really, really cold. Luckily, we didn't get rain and cold at the same time. Driving along the top of the World Highway, and what a view it is. We're at the top of the world and just enjoying the view. It's beautiful. I'd heard of this before, never thought I would see it, but here we are cruising down. Looks like everybody else has been there and they're coming home now. Now the road's getting a little bit rougher. Not so much pavement, a little more gravel. We're driving through Chicken. We're headed on to Tombstone Park. I can't wait to see Tombstone. I haven't even seen any photographs of it, but just by the name of it, I want to go there and see what it's like. Construction. This grader made things really dangerous, I'm telling you. With the gravel being pushed over onto our side of the road, it was a little treacherous. You have to really be careful and watch. Sometimes you'll just see the very edge of the road and there'll be a little red flag there, and that's warning you to not drive off the edge of the road, because I don't think they'd find you until spring. Driving along this road, unbelievable. Here comes the grader again. Now we're catching the ferry. We're catching the ferry to Dawson City. You have to stay in your vehicle for the crossing. That's what these people were just warned of, to stay in your vehicle. Now we're sailing across. It's not a very long crossing and it's absolutely free. What a great deal. Didn't have to wait either more than about 4 or 5 minutes. Now we're going across. We just sort of pull up to the beach and the gate opens up and you drive off. A lot like it was in Long Island. Here we go, driving off onto the beach, and away we go. Well, we're in Dawson City. But that's another story. Thanks for visiting.